Okay, right then. I thought we would talk about Volume 1 of Animosity, a series from Aftershock Comics by Marguerite Bennett and Raphael de la Torre. This is a book series which follows a young girl and her dog following the events known as The Wake. The Wake is an event where all of a sudden animals everywhere had an increase in intelligence and a change in their way of thinking. They were no longer governed by instinct and base needs. They started thinking in the same way humans do, with moral and ethical decisions to be made. They had language skills, they can talk to each other and to people, and as you can see from these pictures, suddenly they they wake up and they start thinking different things. You've got like the polar bear who's regretting eating his seal. You've got the killer whale that is in love with his trainer. You've got pandas who decide to shoot each other and commit suicide. And you've got chickens who still just want to kill each other. And you've also got in the bottom corner here Jessie, the little girl, and her dog Sandor, and they are the main characters. But one thing about this book, just to be aware, is that it does jump around in the timeline quite a bit, so that can throw you, but it's not to any really confusing manner. You see that they're in their apartment, the wake happens, birds and animals and creatures all take it differently. Some want to help and love their humans, others who have been treated badly by us. When you think about how you might feel were you treated like that, want to get revenge and want to kill people, and they have to cope with this initial period and adjust to it. You see that Sandor defends Jessie from a tiger in a neighbouring building, and he has this, enduring loyalty and love for her. You see events a week later where people are starting to worry about food. Lines are being drawn between animal and human groups, and the world is starting to adapt. I quite like this here where you've got a little market with the animals, and they're all selling different things. So the cat's selling medication for sort of anxiety and stress. You've got cows looking for someone to help milk them so they can sell their milk. You've got ducks wondering where they actually go in the winter. There's lots of little jokes like that all the way through this book, and that's what's good about it, is it balances these sort of dark situations with levels of humour as well. You can see there's some pigs here that want to be communists or animalism, and I'm guessing that's a reference to Animal Farm. Also, you've got this ape here that says "this damn dirty." The line is ape, but I'm guessing he's referring to his gun, and that's a reference to Planet of the Apes. But you see there's meant to be a meeting in Times Square between a human government representative and the animals representatives. And there's obviously been incidents leading up to this, and you get a suicide bomber causing all hell to break loose. You can have to read the story to get more details on that. I'm not going to spoil that too much because it's only a short book. It's only about 80 odd pages long. But you get, as I say, it jumps around. Now you're back 5 years beforehand, where you see Sandor being bought and Jessie bonding with him. And you also see that in the future, or the now timeline, Jessie is on her own with Sandor, as her parents are assumed dead. And I say assumed until you read the book, and you can find out why I say that. And they are at a military encampment where there are hostages, and Sandor is trying to take Jessie to see her estranged brother on the other side of the country. Very Why the Last Man, that, I think, with the whole having to get from point A to point B in the story. And Sandor makes a deal that they can use, the Anna military can use his tracking skills in order to find out some information. In the meantime, there's a group of scientists being held by the military, the Anna military, who say that they are aware of what caused the wake and that they can stop it from happening. You get some nice conversations between Jessie and the animals, and there's just lots of world building going on, but it is not dragging world building. You don't feel like you're sitting here just wading through text, which is great. I'm not going to flip through it anymore because I'll give away reveals and things, but it's a great story. I got it cheap in a sale. I think I probably got it cheap because there's a omnibus that is very, very overpriced out, but you can pick these up cheap in paperback format, or you can just get them in a sale like I did. I have chocked some good titles actually. The other one they have is by Elliot Kalin. It's called The Maniac of New York, about a slasher. There were other, and Baby Teeth as well is one that I really like and that's recently come to an end. But look, let me know what you think. Animosity is a long-running series. There's spin-off books and everything for it. I think it's worth a read. It's got a good sense of humour. It's got great art, and it balances the topics well, and it never goes into a really dark, overly serious tone without balancing it out properly. Thanks for watching.